Hey Steve, big debut here. It's go time. Okay, so quick introduction and background for you. You came in for neck pain, correct?
Yes.
Cool. And if you think back to right before you started, how long did it take you to decide to come in for therapy? Like how long were you dealing with the neck pain before you decided to give therapy a shot?
I think almost 6 months.
Cool.
Yeah, it'd probably been pretty severe pain for about 12 months, and it probably took me 6 months to decide it finally it's not going away.
Cool. So 12 months total
Mhm.
were you dealing with it. That first 6 months, you just kind of hoping it would just go away at some point?
Yeah, I just thought, I think we've all kind of had some neck pain, periodically through life, and it would last for a while and go away. It just was not going away.
Cool, and the last 6 months were just even worse?
Absolutely. Like I think I explained before, it was to the point where I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep, couldn't do anything, so.
Yeah. So that last 6 months, you kind of had realized that it wasn't going away. What do you think took you 6 months to decide to actually get in and do something about it?
I think just normal, a little bit of skepticism, just thinking it'll go away, and what is somebody else gonna do that maybe I'm not trying to do on my own, to make it go away, and that maybe everybody has some neck pain. You talk to everybody, I'm in my mid-40s, and everybody's got some kind of neck pain, and it's just the way it is.
So you were just kind of thinking, well, what if this is just normal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting older, I was kind of active when I was younger. I'm gonna start paying for my early days, I guess.
Yeah. So with that mindset, were you just kind of skeptical that there was even anything that could be done?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That was probably the biggest part, is there's probably nothing that can be done.
So why go to therapy or something when it's just, I'm just gonna live with it anyways?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess too, on top of that, I even had doctors that were like, hey, they just wanted to give me, muscle relaxers, and I finally went to the doctor prior to coming here, and they're like, you know what, just here's some muscle relaxers, and I just prefer not to take anything, so.
Was the doctor the one who ended up recommending you come to therapy? Or?
Yeah, I had to push it.
Okay.
I had to pry on him a little bit to say, listen, I tried, I took a little bit, I think it was Flexerol or something, and I said I took a couple nights, but no, he finally, he was just reluctant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who turned you on to come in for physical therapy then?
So a coworker friend of mine had also been here, and I had no idea where to go, and this actually did work out. It was actually on my way home. So
that's this guy that you saw in the picture out
yeah,
on the wall?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim and Gary. So
Cool.
Yeah.
So you were talking to him about your neck pain, and he said, hey, give this a shot?
Yeah, he actually, so it was your dad. He highly recommended you guys. He almost had the same thing, a while back, and yeah, he had great results, so thought I'd give it a shot.
That's cool. Good deal. It's
Yeah.
interesting nowadays that you would have to be the one pushing your doctor.
Isn't it?
You know?
Yeah, the way things are, that they'd rather, push some drugs on you than some actual work.
Yeah, it's interesting. So when you first started coming in for therapy, how bad was the pain and how were you feeling in general?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think we all like to think we have a pretty high pain tolerance, but I feel like I do. I never take any kind of pain reliever, nothing. I mean, a medicine generally goes bad before I use it. So it was right up there. It was right up there on my scale, somewhere between 8 and 10 all the time. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, horrible. Yeah, the worst headache I've ever had, and just couldn't move my neck. I mean, I'd literally be trying to get out of bed like that. So yeah,
Man, huh?
yeah,
Yeah. So 8 to 10 that whole time?
absolutely. So during the day, not so bad,
Okay.
but yeah, at night and in the morning.
Okay, so nights were the worst. And then during the day, was there anything that you noticed that specifically like limiting you with, or there certain activities that would really flare it up or anything like that?
Maybe the computer time. I spend
Okay.
half my day at the desk now, and so I think just the grind sitting there at a computer, I'd get to where it almost froze up, where I'd have
Yeah.
to move my neck around. So
Gotcha. Gotta love the computer work, right?
yeah, absolutely. And because of it, I wasn't doing any kind of activities that I normally do, just for the fact of just knowing that was irritating it. So no physical activity really at all.
That's right, because you had stopped doing a couple of specific things, right?
Yeah. I try to exercise, try to lift. This is the time of year it's time to do some hiking and running, and couldn't do it at all. The pounding from running was just immediate. So
Yeah. Now, are you doing a little running now?
Right back into it. I did this morning, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, real short, of course, but just,
Good.
you know, less than a mile, you know. But and you know, before had I run right now, my neck would be killing me.
Good.
Prior to this, so yeah, nothing.
Any problem today then?
No, everything's wonderful. Yeah.
Awesome.
And my knee, so my knee hurt.
All right. We'll get you into that next.
Yeah, right.
And then lifting weights was something you want to do too, wasn't it?
Yeah. I just did a really small workout this weekend, and so yeah, it's great.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I like how you're moving your neck, you know, during the
Yeah, it feels good.
Really show people.
Yeah.
All right. Now, you mentioned the doctor gave you like some Flexeril, stuff like that. Did you try anything else before coming into physical therapy?
No, maybe.
Treatment-wise?
No, maybe like treatment-wise, medicine-wise, or anything.
No, I mean, you didn't do like massage or chiropractic or anything before you
I
came?
did not.
I didn't
No.
think so.
No.
Yeah. You do any like YouTube videos, do it at home, treat
No.
yourself type stuff?
I didn't. I think all I was trying to do is stretch it on my own. You know, I'd try to stretch it really good, you know, this way and that way, and then so I decided I was trying to just do that on my own. But yeah,
Wasn't doing the trick though?
no,
Okay. And was this your first experience with physical therapy?
it is.
Awesome. So before you came in, did you have an understanding, talking with your friend, did you have any type of understanding about what we would actually do, like for you?
No, he just said that every time he left here, he felt amazing, and he was explaining I think the traction part for him. He says, "Oh my goodness, have you ever had traction?" I said, "I've never had anything." He goes, "No, you haven't. You'd be amazed at that feeling, you know."
Awesome.
So
you didn't know if we were gonna like, I don't know, make you exercise or do more hands-on?
no, I think his thing was just hey, the whatever it is, the neck manipulation part was worked for him, relieved his pain.
Well, I think with you, we started more hands-on to begin
Mhm.
with, and then by the end, you were loosening up, and we switched gears and more exercise, so you can get ready to run and stuff. Awesome. So, how long did it take you then with your visits? Do you remember, when did you start feeling like the visits were working for you? Was it the first visit, second, fifth?
Yeah, I think I was probably into it a month, you know, close to a month. So we did 10 visits, and we started out doing it once a week, then twice a week. So I just remember saying it's probably about into a month when I came in and said, hey, everything's starting to feel really good. I think immediately the hot and cold treatment and then kind of the massage stuff that worked wasn't, you know, initial, you know, pain relief. But I think when I first noticed that I was sleeping all night again, it was almost a month.
Good. Well, I think that's good to know too. I mean, because sometimes you have pain for, let's say, 6 months to a year, and you might feel a little better with your first handful of treatments, but then you know, at some point you kind of turn the corner. You're like, wow, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, things you noticed that weren't hurting you anymore.
Yeah, it was probably a couple weeks where I thought, oh, geez, I don't know if this is going to work either.
Yeah.
So,
Glad
yeah.
you stuck with it.
Yeah, absolutely, me too.
Like, I like those guys, but I don't know what they're doing. Okay. So now that you had, you know, pretty positive experience with us here, what would you tell someone who's kind of in the same boat as you, who's dealing with something like this and maybe not quite sure what to do next? What advice would you give them?
Absolutely don't wait. You know, I would be in here, if this ever happens again or I have anybody that I know of, they're going to be in here immediately. Yeah, why put yourself through the, you know, the pain and suffering that you're doing? Yeah, get in here. It works. You know, and it's natural and it's good. And so, yeah, absolutely. I guess my biggest advice was just get in there and do it. You know, don't wait.
Good deal. If
Yeah.
you could time travel, right?
Absolutely.
Tell Steve from a year ago.
Yep, I would have been in here a year ago for sure.
Probably wouldn't have needed 10 visits either, right? Probably would need like 4.
Probably not. You're probably absolutely right. Yeah.
That's not how it works out.
Yeah.
Good. And then besides obviously just feeling better with treatments, what else did you like about just coming in? Did we treat you okay there?
Yeah, you know what, and maybe, so I'll tell you the funny thing was my coworker, I don't see him that often, but I did see him, he'd be like, hey, how's the physical therapy going? He was really excited about your dad, Robert, and Roberto, right?
Yeah.
Neither one of those, I never got any treatment for either one of those, but he kept saying, man, you need to get those guys. Those are the guys. And I was like, no, I had Joe and Luke. You need to get Luke and Joe. You know, when you go in there, those are the guys. And it's funny. So I think that was a common conversation of, and overall, I literally, I filled out a questionnaire for you guys, and I was like, this office is literally full of people that that I could, I think I said hang out with, but I think just associate with. You know, it's good people. I think when I found out there's a couple family members working there, I was like, no wonder. It's like a big family here.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are fun to talk to, and you guys joke around with each other in the office. So I think that's the biggest thing. I walk in the door, and by no means was I ever excited to come here. You know, leaving work or coming in early to do it, and it's like good. I like walking in the door and seeing the smiling faces. I mean, yeah, I think that's the biggest part too. I think we talked about you could probably get therapy and most of the same therapy anywhere, but you're not gonna. The environment's what probably does it for me.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. And gosh, that's probably about it. I think that sums up your whole kind of experience here.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can think of that I missed, or did we hit it all?
No, I just say my biggest thing was the things that I thought were not gonna work. We did the tennis balls and taped the tennis balls together. There could have been also I don't know, I think you said racquetballs or something. Mm-hmm. I literally thought those kind of things that you were doing were gonna aggravate my neck, and it was the best thing for it. Just the skepticism as well with that part of it. Yeah. Thinking, oh gosh, yeah, this is not going to do it, and some other things in therapy that I just didn't think was going to work, and those were my best treatments. So, yeah,
nice.
I'm doing them now. Those are the things I'm doing now.
Once in a while, it works out.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, Steve. Well, hey, thank you so much for taking time. I think I already explained to you. Sometimes we show these videos to other people, and it just helps them kind of realize that you're a normal guy who had some issues, and it worked out okay for you, and so hopefully this will help someone out in the future. So
I hope so. I mean, I highly recommend this place. I don't have a lot of experience with other places, but I definitely, this is a good one. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Steve.
My pleasure.
Your video debut, I think you did pretty well.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.